vulgar conversation involving Donald Trump. It's so explosive. Trump already has issued a written apology of sorts. We're back with our political experts, but first, once again, for viewers who have not heard this audio tape, it is very, very graphic, very disturbing, contains vulgar language. I'll play it one more time.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try. She was married.
It's huge news, Sarah.
No, Nancy. No, this was huge. And I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where there's some nice furniture. I took out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch. But I couldn't get there. And she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, the Donald has scored.
Whoa.
Oh, my man. Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of here.
Set this up.
That is very.
Give me the thumbs up.
You are.
You gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
else off first? Yeah, let me.
It's very
You gotta get the thumbs up.
You and I will work there.
Got it.
Maybe it's a different one.
Better not be the policies. No, it's her.
Yeah, that's it, with the gold. I'm gonna use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. Do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs. Go ahead.
It's always good if you don't fall out of the bus. Like Ford, Gerald Ford, remember?
Down below. Pull it out.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Trump, how are
Nice
you?
seeing you. Terrific.
Nice to meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are you?
Nice to see you. How you doing, Ariane?
Doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
Have a little hug, then, darling. Just got off the
Would you
bus.
like a little hug,
Okay,
darling?
absolutely.
A
Melania
little
said
hug to
this
the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just
Said
hug to
this
the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just...
All right, let me get the reaction now. The statement from Donald J. Trump. He issued this statement. We'll put it up on the screen. This was locker room banter, a private conversation that took place many years ago. Bill Clinton has said far worse to me on the golf course, not even close. I apologize if anyone was offended. And then just moments ago, Hillary Clinton issued this statement on Twitter. This is horrific. We cannot allow this man to become president of the president. That's the statement from Hillary Clinton. David Chelian's our political director. So David, we're getting a lot more reaction in. I know this is making a lot of Trump supporters, Republicans, pretty uncomfortable right now, especially with only, 30 plus days until the election, 2 days before the second presidential debate.
And remember, Wolf, where we are in the relationship between the Republican Party and Donald Trump. It has not been an easy marriage. So a lot of the people who are working on this campaign, who are working out in the field in battleground states, loyal Republicans supporting the Republican nominee, even though for many of them it was not their first choice in the nomination process, now it just makes that the foundation isn't as strong there. So what you see in my phone right now from a lot of Republican operatives is just like head in hand, trying to figure out how they're going to sort of wrap their brains around this bombshell into the election. And again, for many of them, those that have worked on presidential campaigns for several cycles, this is not someone that they always wanted to sort of walk through fire for. Now, his supporters, his voters, clearly are that kind of loyal to Donald Trump. They have that kind of loyalty. But in terms of the Republican operative world, the hand-wringing is really intense right now.
It certainly is. Jackie Kucinich is with us as well. Jackie, when you heard this tape, what was your immediate reaction as someone who has covered the Democrats and the Republicans this presidential contest?
You know, we talk a lot about false outrage. This is outrageous. To have a presidential contender, someone who's the Republican nominee, speaking like this. It's not only women that will be offended by this. It's men who know women, men who may have seen a woman once. This is not how people talk. It's not how people behave, and it's not acceptable. And his non-apology really doesn't cut it.
When you say non-apology, the non-apology is I apologize if anyone was offended, and your thought was
Well, that's not an apology. That's not I'm sorry. That's like if you're offended by that, I guess I'm sorry about that you're offended, not that you're sorry about what you said. And he's done this before. And Donald Trump doesn't apologize. He sort of tries to. He sounds like he's apologizing, but that's not an apology.
We've heard some vulgar words from him, comments about women. Some of those audio tapes from the Howard Stern show over the years. He was a frequent guest on Howard Stern's radio show. But why is this different?
And keep in mind the audio that you just mentioned from Howard Stern and other places, they've been turned into Hillary Clinton campaign ads. They're running in swing states across the country. This far exceeds anything that the Clinton campaign has put into a TV ad going after Donald Trump. This is way worse than what he said about Rosie O'Donnell that Hillary Clinton brought up during the last presidential debate. This is the bottom of the barrel. And to have a presidential candidate engage in this kind of language, yes, it was a hot mic moment. He was caught on tape. He didn't intend to be talking about this publicly. And yes, he said, and his campaign has said, he was an entertainer this many years ago. He wasn't running for president back then. There is just no explaining any of this behavior. It is just unconscionable. And it's not something that really a lot of people are going to want to tolerate in a presidential candidate. Having said that, well, one of the things that Donald Trump has going for him out on the campaign trail is media scrutiny. He often likes to turn to us during these campaign events and says, there's the disgusting media, the dishonest media. There's nothing that we can do to manipulate or change the information here. People can just watch this video and be repulsed. It is repugnant. There's just no other way to describe this behavior.
Brianna, Mike Pence, the vice presidential running mate of Donald Trump, he's in Ohio right now. He's about to speak in Ohio before a rally there. We're going to monitor this, see if he says anything about this. But as several have already pointed out, Mike Pence is a very, very religious Christian, and I'm sure he is offended when he hears this kind of talk on this audio tape.
This is a gee whiz, squeaky clean kind of guy. We've covered him on Capitol Hill, and that's just who he is. You know, I think more than even a lot of Republicans, he is known in Republican circles as being that golly gee whiz, squeaky clean kind of guy. So I think we're going to see how Mike Pence responds. You've seen him back Donald Trump up on some things, right? Some things that he has defended. What Donald Trump has said about Vladimir Putin, for instance, which I think some people were surprised that he said that Vladimir Putin's a stronger leader than President Obama. But also I wonder about Paul Ryan. He's supposed to rally with him tomorrow in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
And I'm right now trying to figure out what's going on with that. I put in inquiries, and I'm trying to see if that's going to continue, because the idea that the Speaker of the House, who almost already grudgingly is going along with this appearance with Donald Trump on his home turf, is going to, not even 24 hours after this comes down, is going to stand there with him is sort of unbelievable.
We're showing video, live pictures coming in from Rossford, Ohio right now. Mike Pence is being introduced over there right now. We're going to monitor this and see if Mike Pence says anything about this. You know what? As he walks out, Mike Pence, he's going to be thanking a few people. I want to just see if he says anything about this. But it's a sensitive moment, David Chalian, for Mike Pence, especially coming off what was widely seen as a successful vice presidential debate against Tim Kaine. Now he's got to deal with this. I think it's fair to say this is a political crisis.
Well, there's no doubt that it's a political crisis, Wolf. And listen, Mike Pence is inextricably linked now with Donald Trump in this campaign, and he's made that clear. So I don't think that'll be our first indication. I'd be surprised if he breaks with him in some significant way. He may, reassert the Trump apology, non-apology statement. But I think Brianna is right here to look at that Paul Ryan event tomorrow. That is going to tell us everything. The Republican establishment has basically 24 hours now to figure out, are we cutting loose from Donald Trump and from this presidential campaign right now, or are we still linking arms? Because that is a day before the next presidential debate. We've got 30 days to go. They've got to look down ballot and see what the potential effect of this might be on the party across the board. And they're going to have to come to a fast conclusion. I think that is going to give us a very big clue how this last month of the campaign is going to play out, what Paul Ryan and Reince Priebus decide to do tomorrow.
All right, stand by. Everyone stand by. Mike Pence. Now speaking in Rossford, Ohio, a key battleground state, we're going to monitor what he's saying. We'll see if he even gets close to addressing this latest development, this bombshell development involving Donald Trump. We're also going to come back and update you on the other breaking news.